The thought of quitting real estate has gone through my mind several times over the past few years. I remember when I got into business, everyone said such great things to me. It was literally always, "Oh, it's so easy," and "Oh, you'll do great. Just wait till you get your feet wet and you're going to be so successful." And then nobody really told me the kind of ugly side of things and the kind of heartbreaking side of things and all the sweat and tears that you just go through in this business. And the thought of quitting real estate again has come up several times. After working in it for so long now, nobody tells you about the just constant grind that it takes to get business. Nobody really expresses to you how when one thing finishes and you feel so accomplished, you just realize that you're back where you started before that transaction finished. And it just seems like a constant cycle of ups and downs and ups and downs. It can get so emotional, it can get so stressful, and it can literally take a big toll on your life. In this video, I just want to share some thoughts of mine with you on this subject of quitting real estate, because there's just some things on my heart and I just want to put it all out there for you all. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, my name is Chastin J. Miles, and I am a real estate agent in Dallas, Texas. I've been in real estate for many years now, and on my channel, I just like to share my journey through the real estate career, kind of give you the truths of the industry, things you can look forward to, things you can put into place in your business. I just like to share all of that here. And so if those are things that you are interested in, please go ahead and click the subscribe button right now so that you are able to stay updated when I release new content, because there's probably a subject or two that can help you out in some kind of way. And so for this video in particular, I want to talk about quitting real estate. I have received messages from people over the last few months and last few weeks who are at a very low place in their real estate careers, and they're super discouraged. They don't know which direction to turn. Things aren't happening the way that they thought that they would happen. And I just want to tell you right now, that is 100% perfectly normal, and it happens to everybody, even me. As an example, you work so hard to get a client, to get a listing, and it can be a big listing. You'll get it, you'll market it, you'll sell it, and then it's done. There's nothing that automatically comes in. There is no transaction that's just waiting on you. It's literally, that's the cycle of just your day-to-day job. And it can get to a place where you have multiple transactions coming in, but in this business, nothing is guaranteed. There are so many things that can determine your actual paycheck at the end of the day. I mean, if we wake up tomorrow, God forbid, and the market crashes, then that's a lot of money for a lot of people that just went out the window. A natural disaster can come through, a flood can come through. We have some crazy weather here in Texas, and all of that type of stuff affects the real estate market. And so there's always going to be something that can really discourage you. There's always going to be something that can stress you out. I remember one time I was on a way to a closing. I was representing the sellers in this transaction. The buyers had already signed, and so they were just waiting on the sellers to sign. And I was headed up the freeway to the title company, and my seller called me and said he doesn't want to sell his house anymore. Literally, the day that we're supposed to close on it. We've had the listing agreement. It was a really quick transaction because I was able to sell it just within my network, but literally called and said, "I'm not coming to the title company. I am not selling. Delete my number. I don't care if you sue me. I don't care what happens." Click. That was that. I'm on the way to literally go and collect thousands of dollars from a transaction that I made happen myself, and it just went out the window probably 20 minutes before that money was supposed to be into my account. If you could just imagine the level of fury that I was feeling, just the discouragement, just the wanting to quit. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. And it was after that moment that I really became kind of detached emotionally from the business. I didn't necessarily let things get to me as much as they did that time. I learned a good lesson to definitely not spend money before you actually have it, and it was just one of those things. And I realized, being in the real estate career and being in the real estate industry for so long, there's always going to be something. There's always going to be something. It never gets as easy as you think that it's going to be. But I want to tell you something. I want to tell you what separates the normal agents from the agents that really become great and really make a lot of money. And it's literally just this one thing: not quitting. Not quitting is the one thing that separates agents who come into the business and go versus agents who stay in it and make a lot of money. It's so common as a real estate agent to experience what's known as like the life cycle of an employee. Or, I mean, you probably heard this if you've worked a job or worked in an HR department, where at the beginning of that life cycle, you know, you're attracted to a certain career, you're attracted to the job, and then you go in there, you get the job, and now you're onboarded. So you're still excited during this time. You're excited to get to work, to do the job. Then you enter into actually working in the job. And as that time gets longer and longer and longer, your emotions kind of go from being super excited to just kind of leveling out. And then you ask yourself the question of, is this it? Is this all I have to look forward to? Is this all the money that I'm going to make? And then you enter into the last phase of seeking other opportunities and starting to look elsewhere and getting another job, retiring, quitting, whatever you want to call it. It happens. It happens even in this industry. And the one thing about being a real estate agent is that at the end of the day, you're an entrepreneur. You're an entrepreneur. You're not working for someone. You're working for yourself. And so, like any business, there are going to be hard times. There are going to be droughts. There's going to be time when money is slow. There's going to be time when money's good. But how you handle that emotionally, the good times and the bad times, is going to really determine your outlook on this business. There's this photo that whenever I get so discouraged and whenever I feel so defeated, I look at this photo. What I see in this photo every time I see it is that breakthrough is right in front of you. You don't see it yet, but it's right in front of you. And it goes back to separating those who give up and quit and those who keep pushing forward, because that breakthrough is there. It's not easy. It's literally like mining, shoveling rocks. It's not easy by any means, but the reward can be so great that once you receive it, you're gonna realize, thank God I didn't quit. Thank you so much for pushing forward. Thank you for keeping me going. You're going to call whoever talked you out of quitting when you were about to quit, and you're going to thank them, because I promise you it gets better. It doesn't get easier, but it gets better. This video, it's not about me quitting real estate. It's about me telling you what I think about whenever those thoughts come into my mind. They're going to come up. I can guarantee you that. But it's all about how you handle them emotionally. You are the only one that's in control of your emotions. So I would encourage you, when the times get rough, when you get discouraged, think about what you did to get the last piece of business that you had. Think about the things that made you happy and excited about real estate, and just do those things. It can even be as simple as going and look at some big houses. If that's what you have to do to stay motivated, then do it. It can be as simple as watching $1 Million Listing. If that's what you have to do to stay motivated, then do it. If you have to watch one of my videos to stay motivated, just do it. Because once you put that action in place, once you just take care of that small emotion, however long it may last, 5 minutes, 5 days, however long, take care of it, because there is a breakthrough right in front of you, but you just can't see it yet. And so I would encourage you to keep pushing forward. I'm years in the business, and I have to go through this sometimes. It's perfectly normal. Just don't give up. So thank you for watching this video. I know I kind of rambled on, but I hope that it's helped somebody. I hope that it's helped somebody. This was just on my heart and I wanted to share it. And so if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a kind word below. Leave a kind word for somebody else in the comments for them to read it. You never know who you could help. And please, as always, subscribe to my channel. I release content like this all the time, and I would love to have you a part of my real estate community. So I'm Chastin J. Miles, and I will talk to you soon.